Greetings to all. You are watching Wisdom in Anthony. So today I have brought another topic for you, that is how to train your brain to think in English. Actually, the entire game is of brain. Whenever we are in any of the activities or whenever we want to do something, it's about learning a new language, learning new skills, obviously, or doing anything, or keeping yourself or engaging yourself in any of the businesses. It's a matter of brain. So why don't we hit the brain rather hitting the tongue? So let us get started with the topic today, that is how I need to train my brain, which is a necessity, which is a dire need, which is a essential for me to train my brain to speak English, so that English should come out automatically from my mouth. Right? I need not to get fumble, I need not to get stuck, I need not to give a lot of pauses, I need to not get stumble, I need not get lack of confidence. Automatically and more obviously, it should come like a native speaker from my mouth, and it is possible when you are in the terms of training your brain. So I am talking about something which requires your urgent attention here, which may bring you or lead you to the higher results of your efforts. Let's get started from the very first I have for you. Because let me let you know, your tongue knows. Sometimes I will just start this. Before that, I want to make you understand something with an example. Actually, what happens that our mother tongue is something else. For an example, my native language is something else, and I'm learning English as a second language. So what happens, there is a contradiction between both the languages. My brain goes in native language, and I'm forcing my tongue to speak in English, and that brings the contradicts there, which becomes a hindrance, and that is why one gets fumbled, stuck, or may hesitate to speak English because it is not coming out obviously. So for that purpose, the very first point I have for you, to improve your thinking, to think quickly in English. Now you'll say, so what is this? You'll be thinking, or you'll mesmerize to think that what is this, how to think quickly. Let me let you know, when I was learning English, I used to play a game. There are various activities are there, games, or many things are there. For example, let me let you know that when I was learning English, learning is I'm still learning, but I'm talking about my initial days. When I was learning English in my initial days, so what I used to do, I used to tell somebody to speak sentences in the native language, so I used to translate as quicker as I was able to. But still I play that game because I love that game, that enhances and improves my English in a drastic way. And believe me, my tongue gets more battery to English. It means that it adapts that. Secondly, words comes out just like quickly from my mouth and my mind simultaneously working in English. Because I immerse myself totally in English, I become totally focused, so that my brain works in the same direction that I give it to you. Right? Are you getting what I mean to say? When you are focused, you are playing a game by tongue twisters. You can just ask somebody to speak sentences very quickly so that you can translate. It is not about the translation that you are doing. It is all about the sense that are you able to make spontaneously, so that it should be an obvious occurrence for your mouth that you should be able to speak English very quickly and obviously. Second I have for you, practice and meditation both are the things that may help you to go quicker and to go smooth in your learning. You may ask me, sir, how and why? So answer is that doing everything every single day makes you perfect in that. Suppose you are a cricket player and you are to play in World Cup for India or for any other team. Just imagine, are you able to play there if you have not practiced enough? If you are not a regular practitioner, you need to become a practitioner in order to do anything effortlessly, adequately. Are you getting me what I mean to say? If you want to achieve that level, practice requires every single day. Now you are able to speak, you know why? That since the very first day that you started speaking whatever the language, whether it's your mother tongue or anything else, you were quicker. You were obvious to answer all those things. Are you getting what I mean to say? You used to repeat all the things, you used to repeat the stuff that whatever was being taught to you that time. Still, by practicing every single word to word, maybe wrong or right, now you are able to converse in your own language without even putting extra pressure that you are putting to learn English. But actually, let me let you know that English is very easy language. If you put a little efforts and everyday's practice will make you somewhere else. Meditation, obviously, it makes your brain very peaceful and calm and even thoughtful. When your brain is thoughtful, it gives you a lot of ideas. Let me let you know, that's my tagline, that loss of ideas is the biggest loss in the life. One needs to have a lot of ideas in order to get the things done and in order to do the things in different ways to achieve the target, to hit the target. I need to be concentrated and fully focused, and my brain should go in the same direction that I want or I intend it to go simultaneously with my tongue, so that they will have some cooperation, and automatically brain will be keeping an eye on my tongue and tongue will be doing according to the brain, because I have already instructed my brain to give me words in the language that I want. I have instructed. This is all about training the brain. Brain is a part that God has made marvelously. You cannot imagine the power of your brain. Simply you are sitting there and just complaining about not to able to speak English. No, my dear, you need to get up, because you know the things, you know the facts, you know the basic things, but still you are not able to converse. The reason is that you are not in terms of practicing. Be a good practitioner and things will come to you automatically. Excuse me. Are you getting what I mean to say? If you do practice on the regular basis, things will not remain difficult for you. You will come to know the things and you will have the things in your hand or within yourself. Then whenever it is needed, you can take it out and present it to anyone. Third, I have for you, sometimes we become very fearful to make mistakes. Why to feel fear or why to be afraid to make mistakes? There is no one in this entire cosmos who doesn't make a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake. While talking to you, I may also make mistakes. So what's happened? Shall I stop teaching? No, because mistakes are, that's what I want to teach you here also. Mistakes are part of our language. Mistakes are part of our speaking. So it may occur or it may not occur. So there is nothing to worry about. The main thing is that when you are in the conversation, you are going to make mistakes. And when you are going to make mistakes, because we are human beings, it's a tongue, it can make mistake. So nothing to be worried about that if you are making mistake, you should be happy rather that you are making mistake, because you are learning. The one who is not learning, suppose somebody is learning how to ride a bicycle, he may have a fall, and if he doesn't have a fall, it means that he's not learning how to ride a bicycle. So you should be happy if you are making mistakes. And when you make mistakes, what is the most important thing? Let you come to the next point, that is reflect on those mistakes. Suppose while conversing to somebody, you made a mistake, and if you come to know that the mistake was made by you in the conversation and you were reflecting on your conversation later on, when you think that you made a grammatical error, you made a wrong structure, or you said a wrong word rather saying something else, so when you know it, when you reflect on it, automatically the things will get corrected itself, because you are reflecting on that. You are evaluating your conversation. When you evaluate your conversation, what happens in this way? You are correcting yourself. Making mistakes apart, but not repeating the mistake. I'm telling you what, listen to me carefully. I said, don't be afraid to make mistakes, but be afraid to repeat those mistakes. Why to repeat? This can only be happen if you are in terms of reflecting. We need to reflect on the conversation, and that is the most important part. People sometimes they skip it. Those who are an ardent learner of the language, they do skip this part, which is foremost important. I hope you are getting what I mean to say, because the points that we are discussing here, or I may bring it to you, may relate to you, so you can think whether it belongs to me, and you are not supposed to do the things again. How? With practice again. Then I have for you focus on the communication. Everything happens that sometimes we are in the conversation and we think about ourselves, and sometimes we think about others, that why they are looking at us in that way. Are we going to make a mistake? Are we saying wrong thing? Are we saying wrong structures? Are we using wrong grammar? And we sometimes think that we have a fear of being laughed at. I have heard from many of the students, sir, I have a fear of being laughed at. People may laugh at me if I say wrong. My dear, it's a language. If you learn English as a language, you will love it. But if you learn English as a subject, it will remain a difficult subject for you, because it's not learning as a language. Love it. Maybe this language is just a doorway to you to get into somewhere, to achieve those opportunities which have been kept for you, to hit the target, to break the leg. I mean to say, you need to understand that just because of this language, I may not lose my opportunity, any chance, my job promotion, to attend the PTMs of my kids. Sometimes in the parties somewhere, sometimes we think that we become vulnerable to the things. How? Because we think that, okay, if we go to an environment where their English is necessary and English is a part of that language, and we find ourselves very short there because we have inferiority within us. That is the most important thing that we need to understand. How and why all these things are hovering around me. I need to take those things, kick off from my life. How it can be? It can only be possible with the efforts that you are going to make, that you instruct your brain, you train your brain how to speak English. These are some simple steps that may help you out in a drastic way. You know, when I was learning English, I was struggling a lot, but when I came to know that it is just matter of training my brain to give me the structures, to give me the words, because the basic things I knew, then I was wondering one day sitting there in my room that why and how I was not able to speak English, since I have acquaintance of each and everything means basic things I'm talking about, each and everything nobody can know, because it's a language. We need to immerse into the language to learn it and to love it. We need to come closer to it. I mean to say, when you sit alone, you will get to know main points, the main problems of and then you can watch the video. After watching the video, work upon that. Most important part of your journey is to working upon your drawbacks, your limitations, your weaknesses. Make them your strength. How it can be possible? When you just watch the video and you work accordingly. You are in terms of a follower. You follow the steps. When you don't follow the steps, it's become a difficult, very difficult, and it will remain a dream for you. I hope that this will not remain a dream for you, and we both will make it happen one day. I want to see you speaking good English, and I know that you are going to make it very soon. And if you like the video, hit the like button, and if you are visiting on this platform for the very first time, do not forget to subscribe the channel if you have liked it, and don't forget to share it. I will be bringing more videos and such videos for you which are very helpful in order to make your journey a smooth one. So till then, take care. Bye bye.